So good day to everyone. So now we are to discuss a certain topic about this subject. Our subject is what we call good manners and right conduct or edukasyon sa pagpapakatao in Filipino. So before we start to discuss the certain topic, I will show you three magical words that the students learn inside their home with their parents, with their siblings, or with their guardians, or with someone they always connect with. So, what are these magical words? The first word is thank you. So, we say this when we receive something or when you receive something. So gratefulness is showing appreciation for what I have or for what you have. This means recognizing what others have done for you and showing your gratitude. This kind of positive and thankful attitude makes someone pleasant to be with. If you look for too many circumstances, or if you do have too many circumstances in life, you can always find something to be grateful for if you look for it. Children can develop gratefulness by saying thank you for their food, for their clothing, for their shelter, and the many extra things they enjoy, such as toy, book, a bicycle, games, music, lessons, and the ability to live in a free country. There are so many things that a child or that a student can be grateful for. Thank you. I always thank you. So who are those persons whom you are grateful? Next word is sorry. Say this when you make someone upset or sad. You always say sorry to them. Saying sorry is not always easy. It can be difficult to admit that we are wrong or to find the right words to say when we want to apologize to others. If we find it difficult to actually say the word face to face to someone, then maybe we could think about writing it down. You can write it down if you are too shy to say it to them. So sorry. So that is our second word. First is thank you. Second is sorry. So what will be our third and our last word? This one. Say this when you are asking for something. So please, uh, the students always say that, teacher, can I have or can I borrow a pencil? Please. They always say that. So kindness is an important quality to have. When someone is kind, it means he or she is considerate and nice to others. So when you treat other people with kindness, both people feel good. So in saying please, you can say or people can see that you are kind enough because you asking permission when you ask for something or if you want to have something in you. So what will be our topic for this subject? So our topic is about character education. So what is character education? So some teachers says character education is a gift because it can and it can build a lifelong learning, or it can give a lifelong learning to our students. So what is character education? So character education is a learning process that enables students and adults in a school community to understand, care about, and act on core ethical values such as respect, justice, civic virtue, and citizenship, and responsibility for self and others. Character education is also a process of learning common attitudes, or a process of learning for certain attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors that are important to people to have or to be a responsible citizen. Good character education actually can provide ground rules for life for adults and young people, and it stresses the importance of helping children learn and practice behaviors that reflect universal ethical values. Character education helps children and youth actually to become conscious, conscious of the right thing to do. When they are conscious, they can see what they lack, what they thankful for, what they should be sorry for, if they are conscious to the people around them or what is happening around them. Next, the children must be committed. So committed in doing the right thing. If a student is committed in doing the right thing, then he or she is in a right track. The third one is the children must be competent. Competent in doing the right thing. So if a child or if a student is competent in doing the right thing, he or she can lead, or some people will see a leadership in them in a right way. So character education seeks to develop virtue as the foundation of a purposeful, productive, and fulfilling life, and a just, compassionate, and flourishing society. Character education takes deliberate steps to cultivate moral and intellectual virtues through every phase of school life. School life is very broad, but with character education, the subjects such as mathematics, English, so on and so forth, with character education, it will be combined as one. A student is not just a smart student, but we have a student who will be the future's hope, the excellent student. And then every school or everything happens in the life of the school is character education, because everything affects character. Parents want nothing more than for their children to grow up into a well-mannered individual. This one. This chart, as we can see this, but do have arrow. We listen when others are speaking. So our parents teach us this when we are inside our home. So the parents want their children to grow up into a well-mannered individual and give the proper respect to other people, which is why character education is important part in their studies because success in life does not always rely in academics. So it is true also that the main reason that you enroll your children to a school is to learn about academic subjects like mathematics, history, science, English, and so on and so forth. But these are not the only things that need to be learned if they want to become successful in the real world. We do have our shared responsibility as a parent, as the teacher, and as a member of the community. Character education gives them the necessary tools that we will be using or they will be using more often than those that they learn from the other subject. So character education is a teaching method which fosters the development of ethical and responsible individuals by teaching them about the good values that people should have. It teaches the students the values of caring about other people, honesty, responsibility, and other important traits that make for an upstanding citizen. So this is our shared responsibility. Not only the teachers can teach children about character education, but there are so many people that can teach character education to the children. The parents are not the only ones that need to be concerned in developing a character or their child's character. The school and the community should also have a role in this. These days, with most families, the children are often left alone with no one to guide them. This is why schools need to implement character education so that the students know the correct path they should walk on. So we teachers, we are a guide to our students. So why do we need character education in today's school? The need for character education lies in the fact that a sustained process of teaching, being shown examples of good character, and constant by practicing what they learn is the things needed to instill good character traits in students. And since students spend most of their time at school, it is a perfect place to instill moral values in them. The reason for good character is to help prepare the students to face the many opportunities and unknown dangers that are in today's society. Character education gives the students the knowledge they need to know what these dangers in society are, and deal with them properly. Young people these days get exposed to literally thousands of negative influences through social media, their peers, and add to this sad fact that parents sometimes are spending less time with their children. Students need to know how to handle these pressures, and character education will give them the tools that they need. So the next question is, does character education actually help in academics? My answer in this is yes. Character education can greatly help students with their academic subjects as well. Diligence and a sense of responsibility are some of the main core values taught in character education. With this, students will learn how to focus on their studies. And more importantly, they will have the drive that will make them want to do well in their academic subjects. Building character with which also or can also help them to interact properly with their teachers and fellow students, turning their classroom into a better learning environment is really a big impact to their social skills. So a classroom is a good learning environment for them to have a good manners and right conduct. Does character education really work? There is so many research done about this subject. So they found out that schools that employ character education have fewer incidences of disciplinary referrals, suspensions, and truancy. The positive environment that is brought to schools also increased attendance and has also brought a significant improvement in academic performance of the student. So what your children learn from character education will be useful to them as they engage and interact with other people in society. For them to become upstanding members of their communities, they need to know the proper way to treat other people. And these are the things that they learn and understand through character education. So before we end this lesson, I want to give you a saying. Success in life does not always rely in or on academics. And that will be the end of our lesson. Thank you very much.
For more ICCT College's video updates, please subscribe and click the notification button.